EPAWA meteorologist Bobby Martich here with your outlook for February 14th, 2024. It is Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day to all of you. It is Wednesday as well, and the Wednesday video forecast is proudly sponsored by the KP Agency in Easton, Pennsylvania. The KP Agency is a full-service senior insurance brokerage located in downtown Easton, Pennsylvania. And although the Medicare open enrollment period ended back in December, it is good to know that it doesn't mean your opportunity to change or add to your coverage has definitively expired. There are special enrollment periods available throughout the year for those that are already enrolled, and for those who are turning 65 and new to Medicare, you have your initial election period that begins 3 months before your birthday. Don't fall prey to bait-and-switch solicitations or commercials, and instead rely on a local, trusted resource to guide you through the process with ease. Call or text Kristen at 908-329-7140 or visit them online at thekpa.net to get what's truly best for you. They are the KP Agency in Easton, Pennsylvania, proud sponsors of the Wednesday video forecast. So first and foremost, tough storm that we just dealt with, and there was a lot of back and forth with shifting north and south with the model guidance, and we did an extensive. Listen, I know everybody thinks that we just copy a snow map or pick our favorite one and run with it. That's not how we do it. There's a lot that goes into it behind the scenes. We're talking about upper air soundings, and really a soundings review. Period. Comparing the different models that we're using, the upper air pattern in general, see what fits, see what doesn't, trying to identify areas that could have some enhanced lift, and then we try to do that. And we knew we were going to go into this this last event with a big problem here, where it's going to be last-minute shifts, and we knew that. So we did our best with that. Listen, I appreciate the outpouring of support that we got yesterday on social media. It was tremendous, and I don't ever want to diminish that, because you guys have reached out, and you go out of your way to reach out to say that we did a great job with that, with the preparation, and maybe the map wasn't exactly right, and it wasn't. In some places went over, but we judge ourselves hard. We're not a. Everybody thinks we're like a Facebook page or something, and that's it. We're just a social media presence on YouTube, on Facebook, on Twitter. We are a professional weather consulting firm, so we hold ourselves to a higher standard than you would against Joe Schmo's weather page on Facebook. Okay, so some of you have said that. Well, I follow you and I follow some other Facebook pages. That's not really a fair comparison. We should be doing better than some of those other ones there too. So we were kind of hard on ourselves for this event. Didn't grade ourselves this high, even though the map wasn't really terrible. It was pretty good, actually. It was just a little low in a couple places, but this is what we do. I'm a military guy. We always strive to get better. Okay, that's what we do. It's an after-action review, which is a military type thing. If those of you in the military, you probably understand that term, after-action review, where that is what we do after each training exercise. We do the same thing here internally at EPAWA to try to get better and see what happened, understand what happened, and what we can do to get better in the future. So we'll try to do that. We already had those reviews yesterday, so we know what happened, we know what went wrong, and we'll correct it. So here is today. We are back to mostly sunny skies, a little breezy today. Not terrible, 10 to 15, gusting to 25, but temperatures are going to be a little colder. You see above me 32 to 40 is the spread in temperatures from northwest to southeast. There's a little bit more of a spread than normal today, because the areas that are 32, far northward areas, had a lot of snow. So it'll help insulate things a little bit. Areas farther southeast, where you will not have snow on the ground, that is going to be closer to 40 degrees today. Mostly sunny skies. With the wind, it's going to make it feel colder than the actual posted air temperature. The mostly clear skies and a very cold night overnight follows. Now Thursday is going to be we have a weak northern stream system moving toward the region. Is going to result in an increase in clouds. So you start off the day partly cloudy, then you have increasing clouds during the afternoon. Then once we get to the evening hours, we have a few rain or snow showers. I think it's going to be snow showers north of I-78, rain-snow mix showers south of 78, but lighter south of 78 as well. And this is going to move through. Not really a big deal with this, but this is just during the evening, it looks like, here on Thursday. And shouldn't be much in the way of accumulations. They can't roll out in the far northern areas that, you get a quick coating to an inch out of it, but it shouldn't be a big deal overall with this system moving off to the north. Then we're back to mostly sunny and breezing conditions here for Friday. Now, we had a winter storm signal identified for the 17th time frame. That was part of our what it was previously a winter storm signal of ours, and where the hopes was that we have Greenland blocking building in at this time. It's just starting to build in. We thought it was going to be established by this point. It's not established yet, and because of that, this system here at the end of the week, the Friday night into Saturday morning deal that some of you may have been hearing about, is this one right here. It is not when blocking is established, unfortunately. So what blocking would do would slow the system down and allow it to amplify a little bit. And come up the coast, you get a bigger storm out of it. Because it's not the blocking is not established yet, I think this is going to be a little bit more progressive, which means it's going to be moving through pretty fast west to east, and it'll be generally a lighter system. This is only 1,002 millibars on the European model. You do get some snow out of this, and it could be like a 2 to 4, 3 to 5 deal in the areas that get snow, which right now on the European model is favoring southern areas. If I go over to the GFS that ran this evening, it's doing the same thing, favoring those southern areas. Very weak low, 1,005 millibars. This is not something that's really amped up. And on the upper air analysis, you can see that this is the trough axis associated with the upper level low. It's like this, right? There's the trough axis. This is a positively tilted trough. So that means everything's progressive. It's moving. You need this to be negative in order to slow down, ramp up, and really blow up like the last storm did. Like we really blew up real quick. It was too far offshore to really do anything for our southeastern areas, southeast of I-95, too far. But interior areas got absolutely whacked yesterday because of the fact that we had a negatively tilted trough. So this makes up this fact that this is a progressive trough or a positively tilted trough will keep this moving and limit the upside of this storm. Okay, so this should move through. The question is it going to be something like this, like the European model has and like the GFS has, where it's just lighter accumulations like this? And in this area, or is it going to be even lighter yet, and it just ends up being snow showers, which is more or less what the long-range NAM is doing. Then this is something we just have to figure out between now and the end of the week. I will say, because it is a positively tilted trough, it is a progressive system, this is a lot more straightforward. There's not as many headaches involved with this system like we had with the last one. So any snow map that we put out will be a lot easier to do, okay? So this is not going to be as difficult to figure out. We don't have to worry about, frontogenesis and dynamic cooling and all that other nonsense that went into a very marginal situation with it was a thread the needle opportunity that we had with the last one. It was just very difficult. It was not a very favorable pattern for that to occur, and yet it still delivered, okay, in a lot of places. So we'll have to watch this one at the end of the week just to make sure that it doesn't slow down and amplify a little bit. I don't see any signs of that right now, but I just want to target the areas that are going to see the snow here. Is it going to be right here where it's shown across maybe the southern half more so than the north? We'll see, okay? Today is, of course, Wednesday. We have until the next couple of model cycles to see what it does and see if it trends farther northwest or not, but do not expect a big storm out of this. In the wake of this system, so this is as this moves out on Saturday morning, in the wake of this system, we're looking at intervals of clouds and sun here over the weekend, becoming partly cloudy on Saturday after that moves away, and then intervals of clouds and sun here on Sunday. Monday is a mostly sunny day, and then we're going to call it partly to mostly cloudy here on Tuesday. Another system here in the vicinity we have to keep an eye on, but this is another weak system too. So, and marginal at that. So the temperatures are going to be kind of cold this weekend, and then when we get over the weekend, Monday, Tuesday, we start seeing the temperatures going up a little bit, winds turning to the southwest, and we'll head into a little bit of a milder period for a short period of time, at least, as we head into early next week. I'm EPAWA meteorologist Bobby Martrich. That is your outlook for February 14th, 2024. Have a great Wednesday.